Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Monday Morning Yo-Yo. I am your host, G2Jake. The title says it. Not this prior Tuesday, but the one prior to that was our first sighting of the cold that must not be named in the G2HQ. And, for the most part, everybody was pretty good. Can't complain too much about that aspect. Knocked Steph down for a couple days, pretty good. But other than that, we're all on the mend and feeling good. The biggest issue at the HQ for not being able to get work done during that time was not being able to have the kids go to the babysitters or being able to have the kids go to grandparents or whoever. Having somebody watch the kids for a little bit where I need a block of 2 or 3 hours to get a good amount of work done, to get videos made. So last week was basically chalked, and we're going to run back those items again this week. We did do lottery style for the Coral Arbiters. Now that was the last of the AL6 Arbiters, and unfortunately when I tested them last week, only 11 passed QC. Really expected more. It just wasn't happening with the testing, so that's where we ended up. And what I did with those was I put them on Patreon lottery style, and that's where they went. So we do have one AL7 version. That'll be the last Arbiter release. I don't have a timetable for that right now. I'm not setting up a drop for this week. I'm going to play it how it goes and see how the week goes. We will be having more, not full drops lottery style like that planned on Patreon, but we will be having early access lottery drops for normal drops. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but we're trying to compile extra perks into Patreon. That's going to kind of be a little bit of a focus for us the rest of this year. We've got a lot of exclusive stuff going to be making its way out over there. So if you're interested, go take a look. If you sign up for the lowest tier, you're going to get your monthly fees back, usually, as long as if you're a G2 buyer, just between the giveaways and the coupons. What else we got? We got to work on the customs. So the customs were done, but I want to take nice photos of them because then I want to compile the nice photos into a photo book. So I haven't been able to get that last batch out because we're working on the good photos first. But I did start getting set up for the next batch, and that is this is another Patreon exclusive. Is the customs are on Patreon. There's a list, you sign up, and I think the original list, whatever, we had 40 people, and we've basically got one more set after the one I'm currently working on right now, and we'll have another sign up so everybody can start working on possibly their second set of customs. But it's not a randomized list each time. It still goes down the wait list, but it randomizes the wait list. So everybody kind of gets a set before people can dive back in for their second set. So yeah, I'm working on colorways for that for another June set, and working on the photos for the prior set this week. That's kind of where we're at. Drop-wise, I'm not going to plan anything. If you were on the Nation last week, there was a whole lot of glitches in lieu of videos. So there were small batches of glitches, like 5 to 8 pieces. Something that I could handle that day, kind of to sneak away from the kids who are very needy, especially if they're not feeling great. That's where we're at this Monday Morning Yo-Yo. Glad to be back. Hopefully we're back to the normal here. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.